Hello dear sweetmates, welcome to Esther Fashion and Services. My name is Noella Zawadi. Today we'll be learning how to draft the basic bodice pattern. Okay, the measurements you need for this class, you need your round bust measurement, your round waist measurement, your shoulder measurement, you need from shoulder to bust point, you need your front length, and of course your back length. You need also your bust span measurement, which is nipple to nipple measurement. Okay, first thing I want to do is to draw the starting line. You need to draw your border line. You can go down by 1 inch or half inch, and this side can go in also by half inch or 1 inch. Then you will use your straight ruler to connect the points together. This is my borderline. There's no any specific measurement for it. Okay, all my measurements will going to start from this line here, going like this. Okay, to create the width of this block, you need to use your biggest part of the measurement. You need to use your biggest part of your measurement. My biggest part of my measurement is my round bust measurement. My round bust measurement divided by 2 will give me 17 inches plus half inch to it will give me 17.5 inches. I will mark 17.5 inches like this. Then I will use the straight ruler to connect the points together like this. Can you see? The length of this block is my front length. My front length is 16 inches. I will mark my 16 inches here. My front length is 16 inches, which means from shoulder to waist. And I will mark my 16 inches here. Then I will use the straight ruler to connect like this. I will be dividing this block into 2 because I am going to draft the front and the back at the same time. 17.5 inches divided by 2 will give me 8.75. I will divide it like this into 2 like this and mark. I will connect the point. So now I'm going to choose, this will be my front and this will be my back. This will be my front and this will be my back. Okay, now I have my back. I'm going to put the back length. My back length is 14.5 inches. I'm going to put my back length is 14.5 inch. Is 14.5 inches and mark like this. 14.5 inches and mark my 14.5 inches and connect. Can you see? Now I'm going to put down my shoulder to bust point measurement. Okay, my shoulder to bust point or to nipple is 10 inches. I will mark my 10 inches for the front. I will mark for the front only. I will mark for the front because only the front have busts and connect. Can you see? This is my bust line. My bust line or bust points. Now I'm going to put down my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 14 inches. 14 inches divided by 2 will give me 7 inches. I will mark my 7 inches here. I will repeat the same thing for the back as well. I will mark my 7 inches here. Standard measurement for the basic bodice neckline is 3 inches by 3 inches. You can use your round bust measurement divided by 12. This is my 3 inches by 3 inches for the front, 3 inches for the neck width, and 3 inches for the neck depth. Then I will use my ruler to connect like this. For the back, I will use 3 inches by 1 inch. 3 inches by 1 inch. 3 inches for the neck width and 1 inch for the neck depth. 3 inches for the neck width and 1 inch for the neck depth. I will use my ruler to connect like this. Can you see? My shoulder is 7 inches. Can you see? From this point here, I will go down by 1.5 inch for the front. From this point here, I go down by 1.5 inch to create the shoulder slope. Okay, so from this point, I will connect to neck width like this. The back shoulder slope is actually different for the front shoulder slope. For the back, I will mark 1 inch for the shoulder slope. From this point, I will connect to neck width. From this point, I'm going to connect like this. Can you see? Now I'm going to create the armhole. And to create the armhole, you need your round bust measurement divided by 6 plus 1.5 inch. My round bust measurement is 34 inches. 34 inches divided by 6 plus 1.5 inch will give me 7.1. From shoulder slope, I will mark my 7.1 inches like this. My 7.1 inches here, I will add 1 inch for the shoulder slope, which will give me 8.1 inches. So I will take my tape measure, start from this shoulder line, like this. From this shoulder line here to this point will give me 8.1 inches. I will mark 8.1 inches across like this. I will mark 8.1 inches across like this. Then I will use the straight ruler to connect the points together. This line will become my chest line. Chest line. This is chest line. My shoulder measurement is 7 inches. My shoulder measurement is 7 inches. Can you see? I will put my 7 inches for the chest line like this and mark. Then I will use my straight ruler to connect from this. I will repeat the same thing for the back as well. I will put my 7 inches here. Then I will use my ruler to connect from shoulder slope to chest line. Can you see? From the chest line, I will go up by 2.5 inches. You can use the midpoint, it's fine. From this point, I will go in by 0.75 inch. I will use my straight ruler to connect from shoulder slope to this point, like this. For the back, from shoulder slope to chest line, I'll divide it into 2 like this. and mark like this. From this point, I will go in by 0.5 inch and mark. I will connect from shoulder slope to this point like this. Like this. So I'm going to put my horizontal measurement. The width of this block, I use my round bust measurement divided by 2 plus half inch, which means 0.25 inch for the back and 0.25 inch for the front. Can you see? This is my 8.5 inches because I use my round bust measurement to create the width of this block. This is my 8.75 inch. From this point to this point, I will connect it straight like this. Can you see? Because it's my round bust measurement. Can you see? And I will repeat the same thing for the front as well. This is my round bust measurement. That's why I connect straight to this point like this. Can you see? Like this. This is my round armhole measurement. This is my round armhole measurement. Now I'm going to put my bust span measurement. My bust span measurement is 7 inches. 7 inches divided by 2 will give me 3.5 inches. I will mark my 3.5 inches here. I will mark my 3.5 inches here. This is my waistline. I'll mark my 3.5 inches here. This is my waistline for the front. This is my bust point. From shoulder to bust point, okay? I will mark my 3.5 inch here. From this bust line or bust point. From this point, I will go down by 1 inch like this. And connect. And connect like this. I will open my dart by 0.5 inch on both sides like this and mark. I will use my straight ruler to connect. I will repeat the same thing for the back as well. This is my waistline. I will put my 3.5 inches here. This is my chest line. I will put my 3.5 inches here. From the chest line here, from this point, I will go down by 1 inch and mark. I will connect these points together like this. I will open my dart by 0.5 inch on both sides like this. 0.5 inch on both sides. I will use my ruler to connect like this. If you want your back tightening, come in by 0.5 inch here to avoid those excess around your back. This is my center back. Can you see? This is the waistline for the back. I will come in by 0.5 inch. You can use 1 inch or 0.75 is fine. I will come in by 0.5 inch. From this point, I will connect straight to neck depth. Like this. Now I'm going to put my round waist measurement. My round waist measurement is 28 inches. 28 inches divided by 4 will give me 7 inches. I will add 1 inch for that intake. I will add 1 inch for that intake will give me 8 inches. I will going to mark my 8 inches here. I will repeat the same thing for the back as well. My measurement will going to start from here. I will repeat the same thing for the back as well. I will mark my 8 inches here. Can you see? This is my 8 inches. I will connect from chest line to waist line for the back and from chest line to waist line for the front, okay, like this and like this. Can you see? Here I open my dart with 0.5 inch on both sides, okay. So 0.5 inch is not a standard measurement for the dart, okay. You can use 0.75 or 1 inch, but make sure to add 1 inch or 2 inch when you divide your round bust measurement by 2, okay. You add 1 inch or 2 inches to it. The difference between front length and back length still here. Let's check. The difference between front length and back length is 1.5 inch. Can you see? It's 1.5 inch. I'll take my 1.5 inch from this bust line. I will put my 1.5 inch like this to create the bust dart. And I will connect from this point to this point. I will connect from this point to bust point. From this point to this point like this. Line. The time you will close this bust line, the sides will match, okay? The back will be equal. Can you see? Can you see how beautiful it is? The front will be folded. The front will be folded. While the back you will cut too. The back you will cut too. Thank you for watching. This is just the basic bodice pattern. If this video was helpful, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Still Esther Fashion and Services. Thank you.